またおはようって言ってまた夢を見せて今日も元気で過ごせたらいいよねこんなに単純で当たり前なことが本当は一番見失いがちだからね目を開けたまま見る夢知らない明日へ運ぶメリーゴーラウンド君と肩を組んで君と手をつないで恋人だったり友達でいたいからおはようって言ってまた夢を見せて自然なその生き方でいいからさ
The test subject for this phase is cooking.
Cooking? This 21-year-old genius is perhaps the finest gourmet hunter the world has ever known. But being a genius makes her somewhat unpredictable. You never know what she's going to throw at you, and it could lead to your downfall.
For the next part of this phase, you'll be filling my order, which is sushi. Disgusting! No way! Wrong! Disgusting! Get real! That's no better than the first one. Sorry, but I am completely stuffed.
What? You're kidding.
This must be a joke. How can every one of us flunk out?
Yeah, it's so stupid. This isn't right. The exam shouldn't be allowed to end like this.
How many times do I have to tell you? I simply don't care. Just tell the commission what I said, okay? My decision is
Sorry,
final.
but Menchie can get this way whenever food is involved. It's like she loses her mind.
Buhara! Keep your mouth shut, all right?
Is she crazy?
Yeah, well, I'm the one who's supposed to be judging this part of the exam, so what's the problem?
I've had enough of this.
Yeah, I mean, who ever heard of failing the hunter exam for not knowing how to cook?
Who does she think she is, anyway?
I have a bad feeling about this.
There's no way I'm gonna change my decision, you understand? Nobody's passing the second phase cooking test. Nobody!
Excuse me, can you hold on for just a second?
Hey, what do you think you're doing? Give me that thing!
Listen, I have to pass the hunter exam or else I might never get a chance to see my father.
Oh, really? Well, that's unfortunate. But guess what? I'm the examiner, and that means I have the authority to decide who passes and who fails. That clear enough for you, kid?
Yeah, but don't you also have the authority to say we can all have another chance at the cooking test?
I've made my decision! Don't make me say it again or you'll regret it! The exam is over! Why don't you go home already?
All right, I've had enough of this. I refuse to accept your ruling, so I am not going anywhere!
Hey, I've already got one crybaby back here.
What's that?
I said, why don't you come back and try again next year?
Don't give me that crap! I'm not trying to learn how to cook or become some kind of gourmet chef. I'm here to become a hunter, a blacklist hunter if you must know. I'm not gonna have my fate dictated to me by some pathetic gourmet hunter. You hear me?
Did you just call me pathetic?
Yeah, that's right, I did. You call yourself a hunter, but all you do is sit around and eat all day. I mean, who are you kidding?
So who's the blowhard?
That's number 255. He's called Toto the Wrestler.
I don't consider the two of you worthy of being called hunters, never mind examiners. And my guess is none of these other guys respect your authority either. Huh?
Take it easy, Buhara. This is my business, so let me handle it.
Well, let me see. If it were up to me, I'd probably end up just breaking a few of his bones. But if I let you handle it, he'll really be cooked, won't he?
Cooked?
Oh, really? That's cool. I wouldn't mind seeing how she prepares that recipe.
This is exactly why I hate dealing with amateurs. Okay, fine then. Number 255, I'll show you what it means to be a gourmet hunter. I'm sure this'll convince you. All other applicants should watch and learn. Consider it my farewell gift. I'll see you back here in about an hour.
An hour?
He's already out of sight.
Where'd she go?
This situation has taken a very unexpected turn. I must say I'm curious to see how it develops.
What do we do now, sir? It seems as though she turned off her cell phone after hanging up on me.
Well, she tends to be fairly stubborn, that one. She's unlikely to change her position without some serious intervention.
Yes, but her position hardly seems fair given the circumstances. The test was meant to use cooking to evaluate the applicant's skills of observation and ability to follow directions.
It's too late now to change what's happened. You know as well as I do that most hunters are eccentric and set in their ways. When that type of person is placed in the role of examiner, they tend to be very demanding, and so they often give failing grades. As a matter of fact, there was a year when the commission agreed with the ruling of the examiners and not a single applicant passed the exam. But I must admit that in this case it does seem Menchie has created a bit of a problem for us.
Huh? These are still quite fresh. Huh? I've got you.
Hey, look at the time. It's been about an hour already, hasn't it?
I'm back.
Well now, all that big talk about bringing us a farewell gift and you come back empty-handed.
That's because I'm carrying it right here. Feast your eyes on this.
What's that supposed to be?
I think it's moss, but nothing like I've ever seen before.
Nice going, kid. I'm glad you know what it is.
You brought us moss?
Sure looks like it.
This is no ordinary moss. If you take a sharp knife and chop it very finely, and sprinkle it over freshly steamed rice, the flavor is to die for. You get to try it first. Bon appetit. Oh, come on.
You expect me to eat that crap? I don't care what you say, it looks disgusting to me!
Okay, I'll give it a try. I'm so hungry I could eat anything.
What are you doing? How do you know it won't make you sick?
I think Gon can tell if something will make him sick or not.
It's gotta taste terrible. Do yourself a favor and spit it out. You mean it's good?
Not really.
Make up your mind. Either it tastes delicious or terrible.
But I've never had anything like this before. All I know is that it tastes sort of unusual.
I'm not surprised a kid like you is confused. That moss was collected from the great horned bear, which is only found in the Lauru Mountains beyond the Milsea wetlands. It's an endangered species and few people have ever set eyes on one. This is a rare delicacy that food lovers the world over would do anything to have. Consider yourself lucky.
I guess this is the kind of thing one can expect from a single-star hunter.
Hey, wait a minute. Did she just say that she got that moss by going to the mountains beyond the wetlands that knocked out half of the applicants?
Not only that, but she did it in under an hour, and without getting so much as a scratch.
She must be pretty competent.
So tell me, what do you think about gourmet hunters now?
I'm gonna have another bite just to see how it tastes again.
Hey, get away from that! You've already tried it! Don't you understand how rare this stuff is?
I really don't give a crap how rare it is. Food only has one purpose, to fill my stomach. All of you gourmet hunters are obsessed with your fancy recipes. I don't think you've earned the right to be called a hunter.
Well, that clinches it. You are as stupid as you look.
What was that?
If you think we're gonna take this sitting down, you got another thing coming.
I'm gonna throttle you both with my bare hands and drag you in front of the exam commission to show them that gourmet hunters have no business being examiners.
All right, go ahead and try.
Hold it right there!
Come here! You bastard!
Hey, you're pretty strong, you know. Guess it's time to get serious. Think you can handle it?
It's okay. I can take care of him by myself.
We'll see about that.
And you said you wanted to become a blacklist hunter. What a joke. You'll have to do a lot better than that. It doesn't make any difference what kind of hunter you want to be. All hunters must know how to fight and defend themselves. It's as simple as that. So you better learn fast, or else you're never gonna be one.
All right, Menchie. Hasn't he had enough? I don't think anyone would presume to question your authority here, or your ability as an examiner, but, well, how shall I put this? It's not really my place to tell you how to run the second phase.
Then keep your mouth shut. No matter what anyone says, I have no intention of changing the results of this phase. You do realize this test was supposed to assess qualities far more complex than just their physical strength. I was trying to see how resourceful these guys were. Could they face a challenge for which they had little or no experience?
That may be true, Menchie. But since no one passed that test, don't you think it may have been a little too difficult?
Huh?
What is that? What?
Oh, dear me.
Look at that. It's the Hunter Association logo.
It must be the judging commission.
Chairman. What a surprise.
This is certainly an unprecedented turn of events.
Who is this old geezer anyway?
Well, I heard Menchie call him the chairman, so that's all we know.
I can't believe he jumped from way up there. That's amazing.
It sure is. I'm surprised he didn't break both his legs.
It's a pleasure to see you again, Chairman Netero.
Chairman Netero of the Exam Commission, the highest authority in the Hunter Association.
Wow, he must have a lot of power.
You're right, a lot.
Yes, technically I have a position of authority, but I've always considered myself more of a stagehand, working behind the scenes to solve problems. And speaking of which...
Yes?
Hey, check it out. This guy makes her all nervous.
Yeah, and that proves how important he must be. And he couldn't have arrived at a better time. It's like he came here to save us all.
Now, in the latter part of this phase, you wanted to determine the applicant's resourcefulness as they faced the unknown, and you did this through a cooking test. Do I have that right?
Yes, exactly. The whole point of the test I designed was to discover that very thing. That's why I thought it was important to give them such a difficult problem to solve.
Perhaps too difficult, huh?
No.
But then you started to run into problems. As things progressed, you were unable to find anyone who could achieve what you were asking, and as a result, you decided to fail every last one of them.
Well, I kind of lost it when some of the applicants started to put down the art of cooking. Around that same time, someone gave away the method for making sushi to all the other applicants, and before I knew what was happening, I had to taste everyone's dishes. By that point, I was so upset and so full that I just failed the whole group.
You seem to be acknowledging that you allowed circumstances to cloud your judgment. Is that right?
Yes. When it comes to cooking, I know I can lose all objectivity. I'm not a worthy examiner. I'm very sorry.
Such an earnest young woman you are, my dear. If I thought you were nothing more than an examiner, we would have a problem. But I understand that you're also a world-renowned gourmet hunter who has earned a single-star distinction. So all of this only goes to show how much passion you have in what you do.
Thank you, Chairman.
I have an idea. We're going to give them all a second chance at the test. And Menchie, I would like for you to continue being the examiner for this. But this time around, I want you to demonstrate how it's done before the applicants make an attempt on their own. Does that sound reasonable? I think this will go a long way toward helping everyone accept your ruling.
Oh, I was really starting to think we'd all have to go back home.
Yeah, but it's still gonna be some kind of cooking test. We can't take it lightly.
We're all getting a second chance.
Yeah, lucky for us, Hongo.
Yep.
That's all I was asking for.
Well?
Huh?
What's the subject of the test going to be, Ms. Examiner?
Well, let me see. Wait, I got it. The test is a boiled egg.
A boiled egg? This shouldn't be hard.
Just a plain boiled egg?
Chairman, could you take us all to that mountain over there?
Yes, of course. That's easy enough to arrange.
Well, that sounds pretty simple. You shouldn't have any problem passing this time.
So, this is the spot.
Oh, what is this place? How deep is it? I can't see the bottom.
Not to worry. At the bottom is a deep river. Now watch and learn, boys.
This deep ravine happens to be home of the spider eagle, and she's gone down to retrieve one of its eggs. Spider eagles have to protect their young from the wild carnivores that live in this area, so they hang their eggs from long webs that are strung up between the high canyon walls. She'll grab a single egg and then climb back up here.
This is the kind of egg we're gonna boil for the test. You might want to be a little careful. The river at the bottom runs very fast, so if you fall, you'll be whisked out to sea before you know what hit ya.
Well, that's easy for her to say, but you'd have to be insane to dive into a canyon like that.
This'll be a piece of cake.
Man, I've been waiting for something like this.
Better than running another marathon or having to make some dish I never heard of.
I hear ya.
Here goes nothing!
See you later!
Hi-ya!
Are the rest of you throwing in the towel or what?
There's no shame in being afraid. Don't worry, there'll be another exam next year.
Forget it, I'm going in! I'll hang on to this for you, kid.
What was that?
Spider eagles! Somebody help! Go! Joan! Hey, you alright?
Yeah, we're fine.
Did you see what he did? That boy is something.
I guess nothing you do should surprise me anymore.
You don't have to worry about me.
The gathering portion of the test is over. Those of you who managed to retrieve an egg, come forward.
Hey, no hard feelings there, buddy boy, but I'm keeping the egg for myself.
Damn that guy! He can't do this!
Calm down, it's okay.
What the? That's strange.
Here, got one.
Huh? Hey, wait! How'd you do that?
For a little kid, you sure got a lot of tricks up your sleeve. But I'm curious about why you decided to rescue number 255 in the middle of the test.
Huh? Well, because he needed help, so I helped him.
That's a pretty lame answer. Are you just naive, or is there something more to you?
Way to go, Gone! You did it!
It's a little too early to celebrate. The test isn't over yet, or have you already forgotten what I asked for? You still have to boil the eggs you've collected. Boiling an egg perfectly is not as easy as it sounds. The most crucial thing is how long you leave it in the water, but you shouldn't assume that a spider eagle egg is the same as an ordinary chicken egg. I don't suppose I need to tell you the consequences of boiling your egg too long, but undercooking will get you failed too.
Think it's time to take him out?
Nope, a little longer.
I don't even know how long you're supposed to boil a regular egg.
Oh. Hey, what are you so worried about?
He must know something.
Gee, could you be any more obvious, Buhara? This is an ordinary chicken egg, and this is a spider eagle egg. Now go ahead and compare how they taste.
It's good. I know. I never want to eat an ordinary chicken egg again. There's absolutely no comparison.
It has a profoundly rich and creamy texture that just melts in your mouth. It's almost as if it's infused with the life force of the spider eagle itself.
Yeah, I've never tasted anything like this before.
I can see why you dedicate your life to hunting for something like this.
Yeah, I like it too. It's a lot better than that moldy rice you gave me.
That wasn't mold, it was moss! Great horned bear moss! It's a rare delicacy, you know!
Here, Toto. You want half of my egg?
Yeah, sure. Amazing. It's so delicious. I never knew anything in this world could taste so good.
When we discover something this delicious that no one has ever tasted before, the feeling we get is just as powerful as the sense of accomplishment you must experience when you capture a fugitive or discover a long-lost treasure. And as a gourmet hunter, it's our duty to bring these flavors to the world's attention.
Next year, I'll be back.
You're so cool.
Well, you know, they keep telling me I'm some kind of genius or whatever. I should at least try to sound intelligent. So, Chairman Netero?
Mm-hmm.
Listen up! For the second phase, 42 pass! Menchie's menu is over!
Thanks to you, we were able to successfully wrap up the second phase of the exam, Mr. Chairman.
I'm impressed by the outstanding crop of rookies this year.
I'm glad to hear that.
Yes, but this exam has only just begun. I wonder how many of them will make it all the way to the end. I can't wait to find out.
Whoa, I've never flown into the sky like this before. I better have a look around this airship. Next time on Hunter x Hunter. Exploration, guts, stowaway. Kilua, look at that!
"聞いたのね大地にそよぐ風の声」